Hey guys, IS15 here, back with another video. This time we're doing another Marvel Legends figure review, and we're doing a review on the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Miles Morales from the PlayStation Spider-Man Miles Morales game. And so the Spider-Man and the PlayStation Miles, again, you kind of get the point, but yeah. We're just looking at the box real quick, which it just looks awesome. Again, you get the Spider-Man Miles Morales logo in there. You guys can definitely see it. Again, I should have at least took definitely see it in there. Like I said, looking awesome. It's similar to the PS4 Spider-Man box. So again, we do get that. So it's the logo right here, Spider-Man Miles Morales, which I still need to get on PS4. I have it on PS5, but I don't have PlayStation 5. So there's that. We do have the Spider-Man logo up, the Spider-Man Miles logo up there. Game Reverse, this being white, like all the other Game Reverse stuff. Miles on this side and this side. Nothing too much on the bottom. And then we just get like a little bio on the top right here, and I don't know. If you guys probably seen other people's reviews of it, but again, and then we just have all the figures in the wave. The integrated suit, the black and gold suit, Doctor Strange, Jameson, which I definitely want to get that one, Morlun, and Shriek. Don't know. I think Shriek is a Spider-Man villain. I just don't exactly remember what it is. And then Morlun also is from Spider-Verse, which I still want to get. That automatically wants me to get. But that's pretty much it for the box. Now let's go on with the accessories, then the figure. So going on the accessories real quick, we just got some multiple hands and then one interchangeable head. So we do got like his two fists, which again are a little bit more has a lot of detail in it. Again, everything on this figure has a little bit of detail. Has a very good level of detail. It's not as figure arts, but again, we do have just kind of like the kind of brass knuckle like things, and it's kind of like the lion. Well, not lion, but kind of I don't even know what to call it. Just kind of like I don't know what to call those, but we do just got the red and black right there. And then also just for like other hands, we do have just two thwipping. We have two thwipping hands. So we got this one, which has a little paint scuffage right there. I don't know what's up with that. The red right here just coming through, bleeding through for some reason. And then here's the other hand. And again, looking pretty good. It's actually looking better than the other hand. So I'm pretty sure I did get that. I'm pretty sure I got on the right hands, but again, that's pretty much it for the Thorben hand. And then we have the Walcorn hands. So we got this one on the I have already plugged in for right now, which has the red and has that brass knuckle like things, and then stuff like that. And sorry for it not being in frame. And yeah, there it is. And then just show this again. Like I said, I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but like I said. And then the other one just looks pretty good. It has the same details as the other one. And then finally, we do have these kind of Venom Blast hands. So it's just both of them are translucent. Kind of get that kind of a different type of like kind of a different like expression hands, and then kind of like splayed out hands. And then we just have like some less. They're also just translucent, and then we just have some less cool Venom Blastiness on there, which I'm actually going to put on one of these for back in the final verdict. Then finally, we do have this Miles head, which, as far as I can tell, I can actually tell it, and it's actually a lot more better than like the first one that I showed you in my normal Miles, my comic book Miles review. But like I said, this one I can't say it looks like the one from the game but I can tell that it's just Miles. Now popping it off is kind of a little hard to do because it has this one type of head, and then it's already getting that split in the head and the neck. And I just put it, and here it is just on the figure, but it just ends up getting like a gap in the neck. But yeah, there's that. And again, it looks good on the figure. It really has some great proportions. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the accessories, now let's go over the figure. It's a bit just to put the other head back on, and yeah, that neck gap is that little gap here. I just really wish there was kept disc hinged, even though it does have a little more articulation. I just don't know. It's just something that's kind of weird. But yeah, as far as going into the detail of this thing, it really does look good. There's not even that too much. Again, I've looked over this a bunch of times, and it doesn't look like there's any like paint misaligned or paint scratches or anything. Just the only thing that's really bothersome is just the hands right here. That part of the hands, I don't know what's up with that. But everything here looks pretty good. There's no paint bleeding. Even the head sculpt here looks good. The maxed one looks pretty good. And yeah, it just looks pretty good. Again, I just really like it. There's no misalign, like get them dodgy lines and stuff like that, and anything from the back. The chest part right here looks pretty good. Well, kind of like the metallic and all the sheen, and the logo is pretty good. All the web lines here are pretty good. I will say it's a little misaligned with the neck, but also you still get that gap, which looks again. I'm probably not gonna put on that extra head ever again. I don't know. It's just something going with weird about that. Red up here looks pretty good. Again, everything on here just looks pretty good. Again, there's no paint bleeding through anything. And then we can look at the back spider, the spider in the back, which again has that same metallic paint. And I will say it does kind of lose it because it doesn't continue. The line doesn't continue there, but at this point, I don't know. It does continue in the front though. Like I said, that's pretty good. And then also just the detailing with like all the detailing on the suit, like right there. And right around here, and then we just got the red on the feet. And they do have peck holes on the feet, most of the stuff. Most of the Hasbro stuff has been same thing, the lines here, and then kind of like just the paneling, something on the lines of that. I don't know. Everything just looks pretty good with this figure. It just really does. And then also all these, we have pinless joints, knee, leg joints, and elbow joints, and yeah. Really good figure overall. Now let's go over at the articulation. So going over articulation real quick, the head can actually move up very good far besides that neck gap right there, like I said. You can see the gap. It's just so annoying, but yeah, we just have that kind of ball peg, dumbbell joint, I think that's what they call it, and then besides disc hinge, which I like the disc hinge a little bit better, but it still does move up a little far, so you can look up. And then you just nosedive type things. Okay, maybe this could be a little more better, but yeah, you get the nosedives and stuff like that, and go down that far for just your Spider-Man 3 brooding scene, and then it goes side to side for your questionable looks and stuff like that. And yeah, arms can go up that far. I'm really a little kind of just. I can only say it's almost a Y pose or something. It's not really almost a T pose like a bunch of the other figures have. It's just something that's like blocking it. And then the butterfly joint, it's just that far, but you can still touch. You can still kind of try to get a clap going, but I don't know. It's just something that just feels off again. Double joint elbows, and again, you can just do that so you can just kind of. So you can just do your kind of relaxing pose and everything, and stuff like that. And on the arms do go 360, and then also the hands do go 360 and hinge up and down, stuff like that. I've crunched this for this forward. Like I said, the lines don't continue on the back part, and then back this far for your back flips and stuff. What this does. You have a waist swivel. Legs can go that far, which will go into the Glenn Webb kind of tribute. But yeah, you can go up that far to do your splits. You have double joint knees, and legs can go up that far to kick and do your feet triggers. And you have a thigh cut, and then you have a hinge up and down, and then you have a beautiful ankle pivot to do all the Miles can do all the things that Miles can do. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Here's Miles doing as wild stance possible with both feet flat on the floor, And yeah, I just wanted to do that Glenn Webb tribute. Really miss the guy, I really do. He's probably one of my favorite YouTubers, and I still am subscribed to his channel, and it'll remain like that for the rest of the time. So now let's go over some comparisons. Yeah, but here's Miles, the PlayStation Miles of the PS4 or slash PlayStation Asian Spider-Man's, and yeah, the height difference is pretty good with this. I will say I kind of like that they kind of gave Miles a new behind mold than over here with Peter just using the bullseye body, which again I still like the bullseye body, but again at the same time it's just there's just some I kind of wish at the same time I kind of wish he got a new body mold for this. Just this one just kind of like plays out more and yeah. Peter's just a tad bit taller, but again, a tad bit taller, but it kind of makes sense because he's a teenager. He's an adult, but yeah. But looking at these side by side, these look pretty good. And again, I'm excited for Marvel Spider-Man 2 for the sequel because again, I don't think there's co-op. Well, at least we can play as both of them. And then finally, here is the comic book Miles with the comic book Peter, and I kind of like just all three of these, and like I said, you can again, and I like all three of these figures. I still like this Miles. Again, he's obviously a lot short, just a lot short, or just shorter than the PlayStation Miles, and again. But again, this is like a different bucket with the teenager or volume mold. I think this is like 13. This is like 16. Which I think both of these work, and I just like both of these, these figures. And again, because you're basically looking at the same suit, just more kind of like more lines and stuff and panel work. And I don't know what these kind of are, but the lines and stuff. Just all the detail in the suit looks pretty cool, and side by side with the comic book piece of Spider-Man, this one still looks pretty good too. As far as which one I like more, I kind of like this. I'm kind of leaning more with this, but I kind of still like this one. It's just still pretty much one of my. It's still pretty much one of my favorite figures in my collection, and this is still one of my favorite figures. Also, not one of my favorite figures in my collection, plus being based on a video game, and that I really do like the look of. I'm saying that because I haven't played it yet, because I only have the PS5 version. I'm still hoping to get the PlayStation 4 version so I can actually play it. And I can play the PlayStation 5 version, which I'll actually be doing a walkthrough on this channel some point only beginning of next year. I'm hoping to play PlayStation 5 sometime in the beginning, like February or March, one of those two things. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's go on to our final verdict. And there's our review on the PlayStation Miles Morales Spider-Man figure. Alright, and again, I really, really love this figure overall. I always kind of been a fan of Miles. Well, I've been more of a fan of Peter, but as far as like alternate version of Spider-Man, Miles has been kind of one of my favorites since I was actually a teenager again. And I got into it was kind of one of the reasons why I got on the comics, besides just all the Spider-Man in general. But again, he was kind of one of the Spider-Man I discovered, and when I was never even into the comics that much. But yeah, overall, this figure is just so good. It's just phenomenal. Again, even spectacular, and just ultimate. And I can go on forever for the puns, and you kind of already get it already. But yeah, all the accessories are pretty good. Even though we do have the normal plethora of Spider-Man: the whipping hands, the wall-corn hands, the fist, which that should be our one set of hands we get with all the Spider-Man. And then we do have the Venom Blast hands, which looked pretty cool, even though I kind of was the... This one had like a fist. It came with more of a fist, molded in a fist at least, because I just seen him more punching with Venom Blast hands than other times, but like, I don't know. At least as far as the game, I'm not real... I don't think he did it in like Into the Spider-Verse or even the comics. I'm not completely sure on that. You guys can comment down below to just refresh my memory a bit, because it's been a long time since I read the actual Ultimate Spider-Man comics, even the newer Miles Morales Spider-Man and then the one after Secret Wars. But you guys can comment down below for that. But yeah, we got all of that. The Articulation is just again amazing in everything. And besides that neck gap and that happens when you switch out the head sculpt, again, I'm glad they give you an option, but the thing is that the fact that you keep doing it just splits that neck open. I just don't understand. I think it's my only issue. But everything else, it's just, I really do recommend this figure. If you can't get the Hot Toys, I think that's the only other one we have right now, unless we Figure Arts version, or heck, even a Disney. The Marvel Select version, but this is kind of like the one best one you can get for a reasonable price. Hot Toys is obviously going to run for your money, but then you kind of get the point. But I really do recommend this for people that are a fan of the game, the fan of Miles in general, and just Spider-Man in general. But again, you kind of get the point already. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Remember to like, comment down below what you guys think of this figure, what do you think of my review in general, and just give me... If you want to just give me any advice on making reviews or videos in general and stuff like that, comment down anything down below. Remember to subscribe, tap the bell. More Marvel Legends figure reviews coming at the beginning of the year and then a little bit before the end of the year. And also we have a few line collection related videos involving just the line collection, the ones I want to see in 2022, and then also a video involving the Zap Zora Ascension project line that I also want to do. And that's in order to share and to expand to social media to expand the channel, all that stuff. And this is 15, Golden Wire. Wire kicking, out of here.